Off field. Left. What I want.
Get back slow. I love the way she rock her hips. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she pop her hips, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's no beginner. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders being the first team ever to lose to the bye week. We're going to also talk a little bit about the early window, as they were a lot of good NFL games during the Washington Commanders bye week. Take a look at the updated draft order after the early action from today, and even look at the NFC playoff picture. So we got an action-packed video today. Hopefully you guys stay tuned for that, but before we do get into it, I ask you guys, do me a favor, go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you guys could do so, and also subscribe to my other channel, Juan Gotti TV. On that channel you'll see reactions and in real life content of what I do outside of, obviously talking about sports. All that down below in the comment section and description. It's free. It'll be greatly appreciated. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to today's video. So, as we know, the Washington Commanders were on a bye week today, and they made some history, as they were the first team to ever lose to the bye week. We got absolutely destroyed today, 37-0. Bye week did us in, man, and again, it's just a microcosm of what this season has been. All jokes aside, the Washington Commanders, we're on a bye week, and we got a chance to look around at a lot of action today, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of teams that we're trying to compete for in the draft progression or whatever, or even the NFC playoff picture. You know what I saw today? It kind of pissed me off and made me even more mad about how this season planned out, because you look around the league in the NFC, man, the Washington Commanders still are yet to be eliminated from playoff contention because of how bad the NFC wild card is, and we should be right in the midst of it. That's what pisses me off the most about how poor this season has been. I don't care how bad Ron Rivera is, I don't care how bad this coaching staff has been, or how talented you think this team may be. This team should be in the mix for a playoff spot right now, because if you look at it, the freaking Bears that are 5-8 are at the 12th seed, and they could very well get into the wild card spot. The 7th seed is held on by the Packers, who are 6-6. And then you got the Vikings, who are also 6-6, holding on to that 6th seed, right? That is crazy how those two teams are still right there, right? And then you look at the Giants, who they play tomorrow. If the Giants mess around and beat the Packers, they're freaking a game and a half out of the 7th seed. Like, does this not blow your mind how poor the NFC is? And instead of us being in on this mix, because we're 4-9, we have to worry about tanking and worry about draft order because of how poor this season has been. And it just hurts my soul, man, because this team should be in the mix of this thing. We should not be talking about draft, but instead we are. Again, like I said, the Washington Commanders, jokingly, the first team to ever lose to the bye week. Now they dropped the 4-10 on the season, and we're out of it. But it's just sad, man, that this team could be right there. And they're not. The Seahawks, they're starting Drew Lock, so they're probably going to lose that game to the 49ers. The Rams just lost to Ravens in an absolute masterclass of a game. Then you got the Falcons, who lost to the freaking Bucks. Now the Bucks are in the 4-hole. Like, that whole NFC South. Who wouldn't want to be in the NFC South right now, y'all? We would be if we were in the NFC South right now, we would still be out of it, obviously, but we would still be potentially in the race for the division. Like, the NFC South is so trash. Whoever wins that division is gonna be like 7-10, 8-9. And we're sitting here just out of it, man. It sucks. It really do. But at the same time, with these other teams in the NFC winning, they are knocking themselves out of the draft position. So let's go ahead and actually take a look at the draft position and see where Washington could potentially rank. So as you can see, Washington is still number 4 in the draft order. But hey, look, if Arizona finds a way to win another game, you know what I'm saying? I know it goes off of strength of schedule, but if they found a way to win another game or two, and same with Arizona, Washington could look up and be the number two pick. all jokes aside, like, I doubt it, though, because I still think Arizona's a very bad team, and I don't know if they have 2 more wins in them. Let's see what games they have left. They got, obviously, coming up, they have next week, they have the San Francisco 49ers, so that's more likely not going to be a loss. Then you got the Chicago Bears. That's a very winnable game, but the Bears are actually playing good ball. They're 5-8. Who knows where they will be in the next 2 weeks? Next 2 weeks they may be 7-8. Going into this game, or 6-8 going into the game. Who knows? Then they got the Eagles and Seahawks. So it's very tough. But look, I didn't think they were going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they did, right? But it's going to be very tough. If Arizona can find a way to win 2 more games, Washington can find themselves in the potential 2-hole. But I highly doubt that, right? Then you look at the other team, the Patriots. Patriots, they coming off another victory too, 3-10. They're going to lose to the Chiefs. They're going to lose to the Broncos. They're going to lose to the Bills and the Jets. Now, again, it's very unlikely that they beat Kansas City, but they could very well beat Denver. They could very well beat Buffalo. So I don't want to directly count them out, but I highly doubt the Patriots will find a way to win these final 4 games. But hey, look, you never say never. Again, I didn't think they were going to beat Pittsburgh. Same with Arizona. Like, it's a possible chance, man. It really is. And then Washington, let's take a look at our upcoming schedule. As we know, we got the Rams next Sunday. Rams, Jets, 49ers, and Dallas. And all actuality, we could lose out, but I think we're probably going to either get the Rams or Jets. I know the Rams are coming off of a, heart-crushing loss because they could have easily slid right into the playoff picture today. So they're probably going to beat us. But then we could beat the Jets. But the Jets, they played good today. They beat the Texans. Although it was a beat-up Texans squad, they still found a way to win today, right? So, look, hey, y'all, I'm not trying to get y'all hopes up, to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it a buck, though. Washington could very well get that number 2 seed, probably even 3, because I realistically don't see us winning but maybe 1 game. And that's maybe if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back. And even if he doesn't come back, who's to say? Zach Wilson doesn't play well enough to beat us, right? Their defense is really good, right? Our offense sucks. So they could very well beat us 10-3 or 13-3. So, again, look, I think we're going to probably win 1 game, maybe. But all actuality, we could lose out and finish the season 4-13. And that should probably be good enough to get us the number 2 pick. Maybe. So, look, all I'm saying is Washington very well could get 3 or 2. And if you're sitting there at 2, say Chicago finishes out really good again. Say Chicago finishes the season out really good again. Do you potentially trade back out of 2? Maybe if you want Caleb Williams and you don't want, the Patriots to trade up in front of you, the Arizona Cardinals, like, maybe do you trade up the 1 from 2 to get Caleb Williams? Like, it's so much that could go into play if we get number 2. I love Sam Howell, and I think Sam Howell is the franchise quarterback here in Washington. But if you're sitting at 2 and you're in striking distance of Caleb Williams and the Bears are fine with Justin Fields, it's going to be hard to not pick him. You would have to at least entertain that. Now, me personally, I'm fine with Sam Howell, like I said before. But again, if you're at 2, you're gonna have to at least entertain the potential, of getting 1 Caleb Williams. Now, again, Arizona's gonna have to lose at least 2 games, and New England. Don't think that's possible, but look, I didn't think they were going to win any more. Oh, no, they're going to have to win 2 more games. I'm sorry about that. Didn't think that was possible, but didn't think neither one of these teams would be the Pittsburgh Steelers team, which Pittsburgh is pretty up and down every year. But look, man, a lot of these teams, you look at the draft order, are kind of playing themselves out. Look, Giants, they're winning. They're happy about winning. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Win. I hope the Giants win the rest of the season. I hope they freaking make the playoffs. Because then they're pushing themselves out of position to get, a game changer, a blue chip guy, right? They're going to stick with Daniel Jones because they paid him that contract, so I don't see them getting no quarterback. But even if they were to be in striking distance of a quarterback, they're probably not even going to be able to because they're probably going to win some more games, right? I don't think Tommy DeVito is that good, but I'm hoping he is because that could push them out of the draft order, right? Push them back to, maybe 13 or something. So, hey, look, I hope the Giants keep winning. Tennessee, they're mid. They're probably going to be right there at 6. The Bears, honestly, are playing with house money because they're already guaranteed to have the number 1 overall pick, so they can do whatever they want with their own pick. So that if I'm the Bears, I would want to continue to win. Other than that, it ain't really nothing else that Washington could really do. Maybe you decide to trade back. Maybe trade back to 9 with the Raiders. The Raiders looking to get a quarterback. Obviously, Jimmy Garoppolo isn't it. Aiden O'Connell, he's okay, but you want to get that franchise. Yes, maybe you trade back to 9 from 4 with the Raiders. But look, again, if you move up, if you get to 2 or 3, you could then maybe trade back with the Raiders, and you still could be in striking distance for a franchise, left tackle or something like that. Maybe there's a lot of things that you could do if you're Washington. That's why today was a really good day for me, because I got to watch a lot of good ball. Y'all know I like watching the whole entire league, so I got to watch a lot of good ball. And in all intents and purposes, I know I was trolling and stuff like that, saying Washington lost to the bye week. All intents and purposes, Washington won today, in my opinion, because a lot of teams are losing and they could potentially be out of their draft position. And then also, what kind of pisses you off, though, to balance out the happiness you feel, is that you look at this wild card picture and you see Washington 4-9. When look at this 7th and 6 seed, they're 6-6, and they very well could be right here in the mix. You look at Seattle right on the bubble; they're probably gonna lose today again. Like I said, the Rams, they lost today 6-7. The Falcons 6-7. The Saints 6-7. The Bears 5-8. You had an opportunity to beat the Bears. You had an opportunity to just look. Just put this into perspective, and I know I'm yapping, I'm rambling. What is Blood talking about? I know. Listen, but if you find a way to sweep the Giants, or at least just win one, you find a way to beat the Giants, you find a way to beat the Bears, you're sitting here instead of 4-9, you're sitting here with them at 6-7. You're sitting here at 6-7. You're right in the playoff mix, man. Just find that. Isn't that not crazy? Out of all 9 victories, if we would have just found a way to win 2 more games that we lost, Bears, Giants, you know what I'm saying? That Seahawks game, right? You find a way to win 2 of those games, you're sitting here right in the mix with them. And if you found a way to win 3, you're sitting in one of these wild card spots. You're sitting in one of these wild card spots because you're 6-6 or you're 7-6, whatever. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. But again, I'm yapping because it doesn't mean nothing, because this team is 4-9. So let me go ahead and bring up back the big screen. I just want to break that down to you guys, man. Washington unfortunately lost to the bye week. Now we're 4-10. Joking, all jokes aside, but I want to bring you guys on today to just show you guys the updated draft order and the updated playoff picture like it matters, and also wanted to talk about the league today because it was a lot of good games going on, man. I mean, that like I said, that Ravens and Rams game, overtime, walk-off, punt return. Then you had the Texans and the Jets, right? The Texans, they were absolutely banged up coming into this game, and they left the season. They left the game even more banged up because C.J. Stroud could potentially be hurt, right? So there are some big games that have went on, today. The Lions, are the Lions frauds, guys? Like, are the Lions frauds potentially, right? The Jaguars, they lost to the Browns. No, Trevor Lawrence tried to give it a go. I was even surprised about that. The Bucks, like I said, that AFC South is horrible, but the Bucks found a way to beat the Falcons. So whoever wins that division is going to be out the first round. How about Jake the Snake Brown and 34-14 against the Colts, man? We rid off the Bengals. Could they potentially make the wild card? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. What's going on around the league? And then obviously I'm about to go ahead and jump up and watch that Bills-Chiefs game. I got the Bills winning this game. I really do. And I wouldn't be surprised if they still make a late season playoff wild card push. So a lot of good football today. Wanted to come on here to yap it up, talk it up with you guys about that. Let me know what y'all think about this video in the comment section down below. Everything that was discussed. Like, comment, subscribe to Juan Gotti TV. That link is down below in the description. Give me the 200 subscribers for non-sports related content all on that channel. Love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. See y'all later. Peace.